What's going on, y'all? It's Das, and I got episode number 4 of my little WWE pay-per-view prediction series. This time we're talking about Extreme Rules 2012. Before I even start this video off, I gotta start this video by saying I am not a wrestling insider. I'm not a wrestling expert. I don't claim to know everything that there is to know about the wrestling business. I'm just a guy making some predictions and giving his opinions based on what he sees when he watches WWE on TV. I know these guys on the internet claim to know everything that there is to know about the wrestling industry, but I'm not one of those guys, so please don't rip me a new asshole if I say something that you don't necessarily agree with. That being said, let's get started with my predictions for this pay-per-view. But before I even start that, I got to kind of discuss these gimmicky pay-per-views that the WWE are having. Pay-per-views like Extreme Rules, Elimination Chamber, Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank. I really don't like these gimmicky pay-per-views because basically the structure for these pay-per-views is 9 out of 10 times you have maybe 2 big-time matches that people want to see, and then the rest of the card is ass, for lack of a better term. Then you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll have the 2 stipulation matches. In this case, well, we'll go with the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. You'll have 2 Hell in a Cell matches, one for the WWE Championship and one for the World Championship, and then they build the entire card around those 2 main event stipulated matches for the championships. Then the rest of the card, the rest of the matches on the card are complete ass. They're terrible matches. I really don't like that structure. I really don't like that formula. If they're gonna have these kind of gimmicky pay-per-views, then in my opinion, again, it's only my opinion, they should have each and every single match as a stipulation of the pay-per-view. For example, all matches at Extreme Rules should have Extreme Rules stipulations. Really, the only kind of gimmicky pay-per-view that really kind of works is the TLC because it's a combination of 3 different matches. The tables, ladders, and chairs match, the tables match, the ladder match, and a chairs match, which is basically a no disqualification match where people smack each other upside the head with chairs. If they brought back King of the Ring, that would be a good gimmicky pay-per-view. If they brought back, what was that one called? Cyber Sunday or Taboo Tuesday, whatever, where they had people voting on stipulations, that was a good gimmicky pay-per-view. But pay-per-views like Extreme Rules, where not all the matches are Extreme Rules, like Fatal 4-Way, the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view where not all the matches were Fatal 4-Way, like Money in the Bank where they only have 2 Money in the Bank matches and the rest of the card is pretty whack. People are only looking forward to the Money in the Bank matches. Those kind of gimmicky pay-per-views are whack. They should bring back the old pay-per-views, Backlash, Judgment Day, No Mercy, Unforgiven, Armageddon. Hell, even Great American Bash was a good pay-per-view. But that's just my little rant about that. Let's get into these predictions right now. First up, we got Nikki Bella versus Beth Phoenix for the Divas Championship. Oh boy, it's a Divas match, man. They really do. I think this match came to be like last week is when they decided, hell, let's throw a Divas match on the card for Extreme Rules, because they just had, what's this girl's name? Nikki Bella. They just had Nikki Bella beat Beth Phoenix for the Divas Championship. Again, I don't know why they took the title off of Beth Phoenix. If anything, she's probably the best female wrestler there. Maybe Natalya. They could have good female wrestlers, and they should have good female wrestlers, but they don't. They're going for a different direction with the Divas. So they don't really care about it. So why should I? Who do I predict to win? I think Beth Phoenix would win that match right there. All right, next up we got Big Show versus Cody Rhodes. I don't even know what the stipulation for this match is. Again, it should be, I assume it's going to be an Extreme Rules match, but they do have some singles, they do have some normal matches there, so you can't assume that. Anyway, Big Show versus Cody Rhodes, another one of those matches where it was a really silly rivalry. I really didn't enjoy it all that much. Basically, all it was Big Show was the WrestleMania embarrassment. Cody Rhodes came out and kept reminding him of it. That pissed him off, and then he asked for the Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania. Again, it's a terrible storyline. I don't know what it is about WWE where they just can't have 2 guys fighting over a championship. They have to have these corny storylines behind it. This is one of those matches that has a really corny storyline. In my opinion, it should have just been Big Show realized that he didn't have that much of a WrestleMania moment like Jerry Lawler did when he was facing Michael Cole. So he chose to go after Cody Rhodes. They didn't need to have all these little stupid 2-minute promos about Cody Rhodes trying to embarrass Big Show. In my opinion, it was a terrible storyline. But I do see Cody Rhodes winning the championship back this time because I don't think people. I mean, you can't really. I don't think there's anybody that actually thinks that the Big Show is their favorite wrestler of all time. I mean, the Big Show was a good wrestler. I liked him when he was a Giant at WCW. He was pretty good then. I think that dude did like a flying missile dropkick off the top rope. I was like, yo, that dude is crazy. But now he's pretty old, and I think he might be retiring soon anyway. So I think they're gonna put the championship back on Cody Rhodes and have him be one of the center stones of the company going forward. And they should have the title on Cody Rhodes to further establish him. I don't know what the stipulation of the match is, but I do assume it's going to be something where Cody Rhodes is going to be able to use a weapon, and that's how he's going to be able to get the win over the Big Show and win the championship. That's my prediction. All right. Next up, we got Randy Orton versus Kane. Again, it's another silly rivalry, one that was, I think, in my opinion, it was kind of thrown together at the last second. I think I said that in the WrestleMania video that I did, my predictions for the WrestleMania video I did previously. I think I said that this was another one of those last-minute thrown together matches where they wanted Randy Orton on the card, but they didn't have a storyline built up, so they just thrown Kane in there. So, this again is a silly rivalry that I don't care too much about. Kane won the first match at WrestleMania, which I did not see coming. I thought Randy Orton was going to be, you know how Randy Orton and Cena are the top guys. I thought Randy Orton was just going to RKO him, and that was going to be it. But they got Kane. It seems that they're kind of stretching out the rivalry just so they can pretend like they didn't do it last second. I definitely was surprised to see Kane win that match, and then Randy Orton won I think he won a match on SmackDown, some kind of rematch he won. Who do I see taking this match? I don't know. I was wrong the first time. I probably am going to be wrong the second time. But I say Randy Orton again, just because I don't see why they would have Randy Orton over Kane, or Kane over Randy Orton. You know what? I don't know. But damn it, I'm picking Randy Orton. Go with the guy that sells more T-shirts. Alright. What's the next one we got here? We got CM Punk versus Chris Jericho for the WWE Championship. And I don't even know what the stipulation. Again, I don't know what the stipulation for this match is. I'm gonna assume again it's an Extreme Rules match. But Chris Jericho versus CM Punk. Again, another one of those matches that has a stupid storyline attached to it. The whole oh, your mama was a crack whore, your sister was a drug addict, and your father was a drunk. You're gonna be a drunk. No one gives a shit about that, man. I don't want these. In my opinion, I don't. This is just my opinion again. Some people might like the storyline, whatever. Some people might find it compelling, but I don't. I tune in to watch a wrestling program. I know WWE doesn't want to be known as a wrestling company. They want to be known as a male soap opera. But man, fuck that. I don't want to watch 90210. If I wanted to watch that, I'd go watch that. I want to turn into a wrestling program and see two guys that are willing to beat the hell out of each other and not do 20-minute promos about how your mom's a crack whore. Alright, that's just... That reeks so hard of after school special that it's sickening, man. Just have two guys that want to beat the hell out of each other. It's a WWE championship. One guy has a championship, another guy wants a championship. That's it. They beat the hell out of each other, and that's the way it should be, in my opinion. But it's yeah, it is an Extreme Rules. The Extreme Rules match in Chicago for the championship. Last time CM Punk was in Chicago with the WWE Championship on the line, he beat Cena. And that was like last summer or whatever. I think Jericho is gonna win this time. Punk beat him at WrestleMania, and the last time he was in his hometown, he won. Every time WWE has somebody in their hometown, they usually screw him over. Just ask Jim Ross. That dude, every time he gets into Oklahoma City, he's getting fired or he's joining a Kiss My Ass Club or something like that. Something embarrassing. So I do see Chris Jericho beating CM Punk in Chicago. I think that would be pretty good, and then the storyline and the rivalry will be continued into a next month. I do see that happening, and I'm picking Chris Jericho to win this match and win the WWE Championship. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan for the World Championship, 2 out of 3 falls match. People are now behind Daniel Bryan. I think everybody just about seen what happened with on that Raw after WrestleMania, where everybody went crazy with those yes, yes, yes chants, man. I'm not on the Daniel Bryan bandwagon yet. I haven't been sucked into the hype, but people were going crazy for this dude. And now that Sheamus is the world champion, people kind of like, I don't know why, but people just don't like Sheamus. I didn't like Sheamus to begin with. The only time I liked Sheamus was when he was a bad guy and he beat Cena. I wonder why, but I remember when he beat Cena for the WWE Championship. That was the only time I liked Sheamus, and he was running around kicking people for no damn reason. But now he's this stupid Irish guy that runs around telling tales of what happened when he was in Ireland. What the hell, man? Go around kicking people. Stop telling all these corny ass promos. I want to see you beat the hell out of people. That's my problem with Sheamus. That's why I don't like him in particular right now. Daniel Bryan, I don't particularly care for. The guy's good in the ring, but yes thing really hasn't grown on me. But I mean, they'd be foolish not to have Daniel Bryan win the championship. Now, people love Daniel Bryan. They're buying his crazy, whack-looking yes t-shirts. They're chanting yes in the arena week after week. And people are kind of, lukewarm towards Sheamus. I do think Daniel Bryan's going to win this 2 out of 3 falls match. Perhaps it will extend the rivalry between them two, and they'll have another pay-per-view match later on. The kind of best of 3 series. And but I do see Daniel Bryan winning this match and winning the World Championship back. And hopefully this championship reign isn't as whack as his first championship reign was, where he never beat anybody fair and square. He always cheated, did some bullshit. But I do see Daniel Bryan winning this match. All right, Brock Lesnar versus Cena. Probably the reason why anybody who's going to buy this pay-per-view is buying a pay-per-view. Brock versus Cena, Extreme Rules. WWE is going out of their way. WWE is going out of their way to make Brock Lesnar the bad guy in order for Cena to be the good guy. They even had Edge come in on Raw just so he can associate himself, and I think he said Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker's name, so they can associate themselves with Cena, just to make Cena look like the good guy. And they even had Brock Lesnar come in and say that he didn't care about wrestling, all he wants is a paycheck, and they made him out to be this whiny prima donna kind of character. But wait, and on a side note, when did Brock Lesnar have that kind of high-pitched voice? I never remember Brock Lesnar's voice being that high-pitched as it was in that promo he did with Laurinaitis. Oh, and Brock Lesnar's promos are terrible, son. He needs a manager like Paul Heyman to talk for him, because when he talks, I mean, no one's perfect at talking, but when Brock Lesnar talks, he is terrible. It's like, God, get the microphone out this big motherfucker's hand. You may not be able to, but you need to. Anyway, they're really trying to get Brock Lesnar to be the bad guy. I don't know why. People like Brock Lesnar. People don't like Cena. You're not going to get people to like Cena just because you are trying to mold. And that's the kind of the craziness about WWE. Instead of giving the people what they want, they kind of trying to like to mold the people's opinion and to making them like what they're dishing out instead of giving the people what they want. I don't like that. I don't think Brock should be the bad guy. I don't think that making Brock the bad guy will make Cena any more popular. But I do see Brock Lesnar winning this match, and I do see that rivalry moving forward and extending a little bit longer. Alright, so those are my predictions for Extreme Rules 2012. Let me know what you think. Do you disagree with what I said? Do you agree with what I said? Let me know in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show the video some love, and I will see y'all in the next video.
And that was a big shot that just dropped Cena.
And he's back on the table. Brock Lesnar's going high risk.
Whoa!
And another table, and more bones are destroyed in this match.
Lesnar!
F5 connects. The F5 connects. One, two, three. Brock Lesnar wins.